Today, the discussions on benefits and challenges in distributing service through agents and brokers. So, in the previous class, I discussed about what is the role played by agents and brokers for especially in the service industries like hotels or tourism business or any kind of education business. Today, for example, if you take education institutions, most of the admission was filled up by the brokers or agents. So, therefore, I have given an example of what is the role played by this agents and the brokers in the previous class. So, let us start today. What is the benefits? What are the from this agents and brokers? What are the benefits will be there for service industries? So, let us discuss about today's topic. First one, what is the first benefit is reduced selling and distribution cost. If agents will be there or agents or brokers will be there, we can observe a maximum number of turnover. The maximum number of turnover that we can observe. Why? Because once your product have been recognized in the market, so immediately the agents or broker they frequently approach you that we have certain customer, we need to join them for your industry. Okay, so they will give you the data or they will give you certain leads for customer leads, especially that will be a benefit to the service industries for reducing their selling and distribution costs. Why? Because if you paying for commission for agents and brokerage also, but they will make the turnover achievement, they will make excess turnover. So from this excess turnover, we can able to give certain commission to them. So it will also reduce the risk also, uncertainties also. So that's what I used to tell that one of the benefit for agents and brokers is they will reduce selling and distribution cost. Then what is the second benefit is that intermediaries possession of special skills and knowledge. See, all will cannot be act as a agents and brokers. For example, if you go to any RTO for deal for doing any driving license and all. So if you go directly to RTO inspector, so he will ask first he will ask about all the section. I told you in the previous occasion also. He will ask what is the Vehicle Act of 1986. So people will nervous about explaining the all the important acts, amendments and all. So if you go through the agents or if you go through the agents, the immediately they will ask you not a complicated question. They will ask you some general knowledge question, a common skill they need to possess. They need to analyze your common skills. So they will ask you certain not an important question or not a difficulty question. They will ask simple question and they will make you to clear in driving lessons. So example I am giving you about the intermediate possession in each department. Today I am telling you in each department, especially if you take government services, in each department the agents and brokers is there, especially revenue department. See, revenue department, if you have to do any kata, for example, if you do any kata, you have to change the name. So you have to approach with the agents or brokers. Why? Because if you go directly approachable to the clerks, they will not entertain. They will not entertain. So why I am talking all this today? Whatever is going on in today's market, I am explaining with my practical experience. So this is about agents and brokers in almost all industries, not only in the service industries or not only in the manufacturing industries, in most almost all the industries, these agents and brokers will be there with possession of knowledge because they knew about the common man. For example, if a broker means he will analyze whether this person is able to do certain works or not. We can analyze them. So therefore, the agents or broker, they have certain common skill. They are not a highly educated people. They are having certain common skills. On basis of that, they are, for example, if you take chartered accountant office, see 90% of the work done by clerks itself. Okay, 90% of the work done by clerks itself, but only for taking authentication or signature from the chartered accountants, they will go and in front of CA auditors, they will take authentication or signature from the auditor. So therefore, the any field, if you take professional field, or if you take hotel business, or if you take tourism business, any kind of business, agents and brokers will be there. Why the service industries are dealing with agents and broker? Because they can increase this is one of the reason that today most of the service industry they are depend on the agents and broker. So next we will go for wide representation, because the agents and broker, I told you, they have got adequate knowledge in the specific field. For example, I told you in revenue department, even clerks also they don't know, but this agent broker will explain. If you do like this, this work will be completed or it will be incomplete because of their wide representation. Okay, so if you take any tourism business also, in tourism business, especially we are going to travel from Bangalore to or Jammu Kashmir, or we are traveling to Simla, means the agents will guide you. Agents will guide you in this route. In this route, which bus is quite good, okay, which can be comfortable for the customers and all. The agents only will explain. Agents only will explain about the what is the accommodation, what is the food facilities, where we have to stay, in which hotel we have to stay. So the owner will come, cannot come forward to customers, he will not explain. Through the agents only, he is going to explain. That is called wide representation. So next one is, next benefit of the agents is knowledge of local markets, because they they knew about local market. I told you this is one of the segmentation. Why? Because these agents and brokers, they will analyze the people with the segmentation, with their demographical segmentation. What is their income? First, they will ask what is the income of this person and what is this qualification. So, like that, you will analyze the customers also and the local market also. For example, the in if you have to do register in Dodballapura region, we have to first we need to approach a broker with having common knowledge or common knowledge about the local markets. So we cannot approach Elanka brokers to do registration in the Dodballapura place, because the person or the agents or brokers, the person which having a knowledge of local markets, he only can deal and he only can continue the work, processing of the work, and equally only the execution will be there. He only execute the work. So therefore, the knowledge of local market is very important. Next is customer's choice. See, the agents and brokers, how they will give choices to customers, because they will give certain options, certain offers to customer. In that options, the customer is likely to select any one choices. Okay, likely to select any one choices, whether maybe reducing the price will be there, or maybe in accommodation the prices will be discount he will offer. So therefore, any one kind of the choices he will make, the agents and broker, he will make the customer choices, offering different options with discount scheme. So this is one of the benefits that we can observe, especially in distributing service through agents and brokers. Challenges, even any advantages, disadvantages will be there. For any benefits, the challenges is also there. So what are the challenges faced by today's broker? The loss of control over pricing, always it will be there. I told you it is all predetermined plans. What is predetermined plans? Any service industries, if they are approaching broker, means the only ambition is there, he will increase our sales turnover. Okay, in case, for example, in this current year, there is no that much business is operating today in this current year. So in this current year, there is a loss of control will be there over pricing. The reason is because there is no customers only, especially in the travel transport industries or this tourism industries. In this current year, they suffered huge losses. Even the agents also suffered huge losses because there is no business itself. So that is the one of the challenges. And the second one is representation of multiple service, because these agents and brokers, they not only specify themselves, they are doing n number of types of work. See, whenever there will be demand will be there, for example, in RTO, they will do the RTO work. Whenever the demand will be there in the insurance, they will do the insurance work. So like that, these agents and broker, especially in the service industries, they are always focusing on different segments, means multiple services. They are not only dealing with the one service industries, okay, they are dealing with the multiple services. Okay, so therefore, the benefits is also there and the challenges is also there. Next, we can go for what are the benefits and challenges in electronic distribution of services? So, I already discussed few benefits for agents and brokers. Now, let us start. What are the benefits and challenges in electronic distribution of services? So, the first benefits is consistent delivery for standardized service. So, any services if you are making, there should be consistent delivery should be there. The customer should feel happy, the customer should satisfy for whatever the product if you are delivered. Whether if for example if you take any hospitals, the doctor should deliver, they should give good treatment for the patients, so then only the patient will feel satisfaction. So whatever I spend money, it is satisfied because I recovered from all such diseases, so you should feel happy. Okay, so that is the consistency delivery for standardized services. And if you, for example, if you take transportation, if you take KSRTC, once you are traveling from Bangalore to Hyderabad, or if you are traveling to Bangalore to Mysore, it's all depend on how the service providers or frontline service provider, because of the drivers, how the destination, whichever the destination you have to reach, you will make the customers used to reach with satisfaction. Okay, you know each and everything in which bus or which road will be better to travel, the driver know each and everything. So therefore, any service industry you take, either IT or transportation or tourism or hotel business, any industry if you take, the first thing is we need to consistent deliver for standardized services. Next will be low cost. Any strategy if you implement today, especially in the service industry, low cost, this is one of the strategy, because the customers, they are searching for alternatives, if KSRTC is fixing some online ticket 500 to Mysore, means they will go for national next transportation company, private transportation, like they will go for this national transportation. So they may be having 50 rupees or 60 rupees less price will be there compared to KSRTC, means suddenly the customer will switch over to the next company or next transport company. Why? Because the reason is low cost. Okay, so this is also one of the benefit we can think about the delivering or electronic distribution of services. Now, customer convenience, that is one of the benefits we can see. Why the customer convenience? Because I told you, in all the service industry, we should always make customer comfortable. Okay, they should not feel discomfort. We should make them comfortable, because if they are paying their price, whether they are paying reasonable price, whether they are paying the more amount to the any charges, any service charges, so we need to make them convenience. Okay, we need to convenient to them. Okay, whatever the service we are providing to them, we need to convenient, we need to make them convenience. Okay, so they should not feel disagree. Okay, so like that we should make. So next benefit is wide distribution, because in the service industry, wide distribution will be there, because it's a channel of supply. So if one industry is having fully packed with the customer, means they only will prefer one more service industry. So like that, it's a wide distribution of services is a intangible, so therefore it will be wide distribution will be there. How can we measure, how can we analyze? Based on the satisfaction only we can analyze the services. Okay, if we satisfied, we will give the positive feedback. If we do not satisfied, immediately we will refuse to give feedback. Okay, and it will leads to some inconvenience to the industry. So that's why the especially the service industry is having the wide distribution channels will be there. Okay, so that's what you can observe. If any KSRTC buses have got repaired in any highways, means immediately the next bus will come, alternative bus will come. Okay, so why? Because the distribution system is like that. Okay, the supply chain system is like that. So next we will go for the next benefit: customer choice and ability to customize. Customer choice, because today we have n number of choices are there, n number of choices. Because earlier I told you, before liberalization we used to have certain difficulty, because earlier monopoly companies are there. For example, if you take scooters, only Bajaj Chetak. See, you have recognized, you have noticed before 20, 25 years back. So at that time, Bajaj Chetak have got remarkable achievement in market because of their choice. There is no alternative choice only. Okay, so then after 98, 99, this Hero Honda came, then they have introduced Splendor. So then it started because of the alternative choices. So if the choices is there, the customer will feel happy. Okay, because of his customized attitude and all. So always in the service industries, the choices or options we should give to customer, then only he can feel quite comfortable. Okay, whatever the services you are providing. And quick customer feedback. Today I told you, the any customer you take, they should always feel, they should always feel the satisfaction. Especially in the service industry, they should feel satisfaction. So for their satisfaction, the companies are offering different kind of options. Like I told you, offering a reliable services. Reliable services means those company, for example, if you take airlines, why in India Indigo is playing very important, because it is India's number one airline company. So next, if you take banks, SBI, India's largest lending institution, SBI. So why this people always recognize such banking or airlines or insurance, LIC. People will trust LIC. Even private sector is also providing some services, but LIC people will trust always government. If any uncertainties happen, the government will provide fund. See example, this IMA case, which is daily you are observing in TVs and all, in banking fraud, money laundering. We used to tell money laundering act. Why? Because if any customers got cheated, misleaded, okay, so this will be treated as a money laundering. So it is going on IMA. See, since from 2 to 3 years, the customers are facing so much difficulties to get back their money. Why? Because it's a private bank. Okay, so that's why the customers will always prefer, the reliable companies, reliable service companies. Okay, so they definitely, if they're reliable service company, your feedback will be positive. So these are all certain benefits of the electronic distribution of services. Next we can go for the challenges. Which are all the challenges? Like price competition, because I told you n number of companies means the price fluctuations will be there. So that will be the first foremost challenges, or primary challenges is price competition, because there is so many alternative with different prices. So the customers options is there, which service industry we need to select, options is there. Okay, so that is a price competition, because of the alternative companies or alternative of fixing the price rate. Okay, fluctuation of the price rate. Next is inability to customize with highly standardized services. Means, for example, for certain companies, inability to customize with highly standardized services. Whenever the occasion of the festivals and all, with the mass customer will be there. For example, in a bank you can observe, in SBI or any, today all banks have been merged. Okay, so our SBM also merged with SBI. So then Union Bank, all this corporation banks and all merged, they became a Union Bank. So Union Bank, for example, if you take, so everywhere the mass customer is there, the clerical staff will disappoint, because if they will be quite standardized, they are maintaining, it's okay. But if there is mass customers asking different services, means any person will feel unhappy. So therefore, that is the inability to customize with highly standardized services. Whenever the crowd is more, okay, you can observe, whenever the crowd is more, the staffs will get upset. Okay, so lack of consistency due to customer involvement. The consistency chain also will be fluctuating or variation will be there. Lack of consistency due to customers involvement means, for example, customer will be a loyal. Okay, customer should be a loyal, so this will may create some challenges because of the variation will be there, or because of the fluctuations of mindset. For example, today if you see, all will prefer all will prefer any banks, SBI they will prefer, or any transport, KSRTC they will. If you want to travel KSRTC, government buses only the people will prefer. Why? Because if any accident happen, the government will provide the compensation to them. Okay, so therefore the consistency, the lack of consistency will be there due to customer involvement. But today maximum number of people are opting private companies only, because that's what, in a government institution maybe lack of consistency will be there. Now next is change in consumer behavior. Always the changes will be there in consumer behavior. I told you, today consumers are more competent, they are quite extraordinary. Okay, they are not like previous 20 years back consumers. See, 20 years back consumers and all, why? The choices is also very less, and the product, whether he provided quality product or defect product, there is no other options, we need to accept that. But today is not like that. We changes in consumer behavior will be there because of their attitude. You are all studying consumer behavior because of their psychographic, or because of their attitude, because of their perception, personification. So there will be certain changes will be there. Next is security concerns and competition from widening geographies. So here, competition from widening geographies, because I told you previously also, a demographic segmentation in each. Why the service industry will make a demographic segmentation? Because of the occasion, because of the occasions they will make demographic segmentation. So they will divide the places into, like what we have divided our country, north side, south side, east, west. So like that also the service industry they will widening the geographies. So for example, in this season, if you take, in this season quite most of the people will prefer like tea, coffees, more they will prefer because of the climatic condition, because of the environment they will prefer. At the same time, if you go in the summer season, if you there, the coffee and for tea business little bit slow will be there at that moment, because of the, I told you, because of the climatic condition will change. Okay, so therefore the competition will be there from among the companies, especially in the widening geographies. So these are all certain challenges we have seen. The next topic is common issues involving intermediaries. What are the common issues in intermediaries, especially in the agents or brokers? What are certain common involvement or common issues? What are conflicts? Okay, so how we can grievance that? How we can make a settlement? Okay, so let us see what are the common issues, like conflict over objective and performance, difficulty controlling quality, tension between empowerment and control, channel ambiguity. So I told you, any agents or brokers, their main intention is to get the customers, whether they are misleading, okay, whether they are honest, whether they are polite, okay. But the thing is, they need to earn more number of commission with specific time, okay, with specific time. So for this reason, they have to face certain issues. What are certain issues? So conflict over objectives and performance. In between them, in between agents only, there will be conflict will be there. The reason is, they are doing the same kind of business, they are doing the same kind of business. For example, if you take the RTO itself, I have given example, thousands of agents are there. So whether they are dealing with the same business, they are doing the same operating business and all, there will be a competition between, conflict between the agents itself will be there. Okay, So next, difficulty controlling quality, because if you believe these agents and broker, they maybe we have to directly approach to the industry. Okay, today service industry they are approachable, but the thing is, the who will motivate these agents and broker? Service industry only will motivate. Okay, so these people will very difficult to control quality and consistency they will maintain. If you believe these people, for example, if you believe agents and brokers, if you go to Bangalore to or Simla believing these agents and broker, their main intention is to earning money. So for this reason they will give inadequate services to the customers. Okay, so next, tension between empowerment and control and channel ambiguity. So these two common issues will be there. Channel ambiguity, like in the services channels, for example, if you take in the retail industries, almost all issues always will be there. Why? Because the whatever the management will say, the employees will not listen, the sales manager will not listen, because the fixing of prices, the sales manager he know each and everything, the what price we have to fix the product. Okay, what price we have to manage with the product, sales manager will know, but the management will always forcing to raise the price. Okay, certain ambiguity will be there in any retail, not only retail industry, in any industry the management interference will be there. Okay, we have to fix large number of price, we have to, because if you not fix the price, see, there will be, we cannot in the maximization of profit it will affect. Okay, so therefore these are the certain ambiguity that the agents and brokers are facing certain issues. So the next topic, what are all the strategies for effective service delivery through intermediaries? So now let us see what are the strategies we are implementing for service delivery through intermediaries. So I have divided the strategies into three categories. One is control strategies, we can measure, we can review the, we can review partnering strategies, and empowerment strategies. Those three important strategies. So first is the control strategies. The first objective of providing an effective service delivery through intermediaries is control strategies. What is a control strategy? It is a category the service principal believes that intermediaries will perform best when it creates standards both for revenue and service performance. I told you, see why the service industry itself motivating the agents or broker or intermediaries, because they will increase the sales turnover, they will increase the sales turnover, they know how to obtain the customers. Okay, the agents and brokers, they knew about how to obtain the customer. So that is the main intention of this customers control strategy, means the intermediaries will perform best when it create standards both for revenue and service performance, measures results and compensate or rewards on the basis of performance level. So therefore any agents and brokers will anytime they will satisfied, means the industry have to satisfy, means they should always analyze on basis of the performance. Okay, so if their performance is satisfied, they will reward, they will give certain reward, or they will give more compensation to these agents and brokers on basis of the performance. So that's what that is about control strategies. I have given certain how to analyze them on basis of measurement, like franchisers maintain of the service quality delivered by their franchisee by ongoing measurement program. So virtually all automobile dealers sales and service performance is monitored regularly by the manufacturer. And also one more segment I have given, review, how to review this. The manufacturer designs the instruments and obtain the customer feedback directly. On the basis of this information, the manufacturer rewards and recognize both individual and dealer. So here I have given an automobile as an example, because in automobiles, the dealers, the company manufacturer is someone, for example, if you take Maruti Suzuki, The manufacturer or management will be different people, but the dealers are dealing with the same products and services, with the same product and services. With number of years they are performing this kind of activities. Okay, especially there is a demand will be there for this automobile industry, Maruti Suzuki automobile industry in India especially, there is such a demand is there. Okay, so therefore that's what I told you, the performance and reviewing, how to review. So therefore there is a interaction or understanding or relationship will be there from this both concept of the measurement and review. Second, we will go for what is partnering strategies for the effective agents and broker delivering the services. What is the role of partnering services or strategies? So let us see partnering strategies, the group of strategies with highest potential for effectiveness involves partnering with intermediaries, means with the end customer. The last supply chain management is the end customer. To reach the end customer there will be a partnering strategy will be there. For example, I will give you as an insurance sector as an example, because the company is totally different, but it is done by all the dealings is done by through agents itself. Company, LIC company is different. Different means they will only give training to the agents and brokers. They will only train up, but these agents and brokers will play key role, and they will make partnering with intermediaries, okay, to learn together about end customer. Okay, so insurance industry is the best example to what is the set of specification. It is to improve the delivery and communicate honestly. Okay, so example also I have given that alignment of goal. One of the most successful approach to partnering involves aligning company and intermediary goals early in the process. Both the service principal and the intermediary have individual goals that they strive to achieve. That is the alignment of goal. Means whoever the intermediaries will be there, the main vision or mission of any agents or broker should be consistent. Okay, if they are maintaining inconsistency, so it will affect on the industry. Okay, they should maintain, that's what I told you, the channel, the supply channel should maintain the consistent level. Means they should maintain the same vision, they should maintain same goal or objectives. So next, I have given consultation and cooperation. In this partnering strategy, consultation and cooperation, this strategy is not as dramatic as setting joint goals, but it does result in intermediaries participation in the decision making process. So here in, especially in the consultation and for example in cooperation, if you take cooperative societies and all, this is also one of the service sectors, cooperative society. There who will take a decision? The customers itself, they will take decision there. The members are the customers there, especially in the cooperative field or cooperative banks and all. The members itself, they will take decision. The members itself will make one member as a superior or one member as a director. They only will conduct the election among themselves. Okay, you can observe in cooperative banking sector how these cooperative banks will run. The customer himself is a member in a cooperative sector. Okay, the customer itself, he will take decisions, because in the electing any directors or electing the chairman of the cooperative society, the customer itself will make a decision. And the last one is empowerment strategy. See, what is empowerment strategy? See, this empower means there should be a trust should be there, belief should be there among agents or broker. Okay, so that's what in empowerment strategy, this strategy where the service principle allows greater flexibility to intermediaries based on the belief that the intermediaries have the best talents. Means I already told you, in the insurance sector, they will provide adequate training to the agents. With this training only, they can encash or they can obtain large number of customers in the market. Today maybe ICICI Prudential, they got largest customer in India, but the trust, if they come for the trust means or trust matter, the people will always believe in the LIC. Okay, it's a government company, so nothing fraud will be there, no mislead or cheating will be there. That is the reason that how they will empower, how the service industries will empower means providing sufficient training to them, adequate training to them. Okay, and how they are governing the channels. So that's what here empowerment strategy will deals with, basically on belief, trust, providing sufficient training to them, and improving the strategies and empowering our strategies, and improving our information process. So this is the third empowerment strategy. These are the certain strategies for effective service delivery through intermediaries. Okay, so these are the three strategies. And with this topic, with this topic, I will complete this session. I will complete this session. If any doubt is there, you can clarify the doubt. If any doubt you have, you can clarify.